Welcome to Marketecture, where you can get smart fast with in-depth interviews of leading technology vendors. I'm Mike Shields, and I'm here with Tyler Fitch. He's the SVP of Advanced TV and Partnerships at Tubi. Hey, Tyler, thanks for being here.
Hi, thanks for having me, Mike.
So let's start with it's usually an easy one, but this one may apply a different way to you guys. What does your company do, and how are you an ad tech company in addition to being a consumer-facing video company?
Yeah, so Tubi is a leading video-on-demand service. So what makes us really differentiated is we are one of the biggest free services out there. So we started 9 years ago, and I guess we'll go into this and how we consider ourselves an ad tech company. But going back, we were an ad tech company 9 years ago, and we pivoted into a consumer-facing model. And we've really taken that Silicon Valley aspect of tech and data and taken that into media, and that's really been a benefit for us. So we continue to push those boundaries and continue to work on our ad tech as well as our consumer-facing product. The growth on the consumer-facing product has been huge, another 40% year over year that we just announced. And really, it's part of my job to make sure the ad tech keeps up with that and making sure that we can scale the business along with our consumer growth.
So today, obviously, you are a service that offers free ad-supported content, all sorts of genres, on-demand and in linear fashion. But what does your product do specifically? How does it work in terms of advertising technology?
One thing, I mean, the differentiator between Tubi and I think a lot of people saw our Super Bowl ad, and I think that's kind of the best way to describe us. And if anybody didn't see it, it was a rabbit hole of content. And so Tubi has looked at the market and realized that everybody has different preferences. And we've taken that background and really focused on personalization. And then to get that personalization, we need the world's biggest library. So we have over 50,000 titles right now. And so when you think about it, it's more like a TikTok or Instagram Reels where everybody sees different content and we're able to learn what that person likes. And when you have a library that big, you have to be able to surface content that's attractive to them, because if you just throw it all up there, most people are
So it's not just you have a bunch of stuff in categories and it's there and you figure it out. That's not the idea.
No. And it's that social media type rabbit hole that we're going for, and that's why we've done so well. So we're learning that you like a certain piece of content, we're able to make recommendations and really learn to drive engagement with that user. From an ed tech standpoint, I think it has been kind of building everything from the ground up. We built our own ad server, we built our own SSP. We've gone first to market with a lot of products with data and measurement, and so we're just trying to push the envelope there on what we can do on a connected television in a digital landscape where it was a convergence of linear and digital, and we're trying to make that fit. And so building those tools in order to make sense for every buyer, whether they're a traditional linear buyer or a digital buyer, that really makes them feel comfortable and provides feedback for them around performance and things that they're used to seeing. It's been a challenge, and I think we're in a very good place, and we continue to build on those products. And that's really why we've been able to scale revenue so quickly.
So normally I would say, who do you compete with? We should probably ask that at a couple different levels. There's who do you compete with on the AVOD side of things? But then who do you compete with on the ad tech side? Maybe what companies do you not need to work with because you've built it yourself, if that makes any sense?
As we're an ad server and have our own SSP, that just the reliance on third-party tech for that is pretty low. It's not that we don't have those relationships. Fox has some ad server relationships and we can make it work. We have other partnerships around the world that use other technologies. So it's really just about being flexible and being able to work with your own, but also providing that supply-side optimization and just the elimination of a middleman to make everything more efficient for our buyers when they're going to buy in us. So removing that layer of tech does provide a lot of efficiency, not only on just the price side, but when you think about timeouts and just reliance and waterfalling and all these things that we don't have to do within our system, it really gives us a big advantage in market.
Thanks for listening. To hear the complete interview, subscribe at marketecture.tv.